Hey everybody, welcome back to Space Engineers Quest for Pieces, episode 3. Hi, we're back. Here I am flying away in my Quasimodo, the ship we built in the last episode. And if you recall last time when we left, we were on our way to an unknown signal, but it lasted about 2.5 minutes before it disappeared. So we are back on course for the trade station. So yeah, last week we found a pirate base that we cleared out. Basically, we took it over, we built up the pod, and most importantly, we got ourselves a survival kit out of it. So yes, I can heal myself, I can recharge myself, I have storage, I've got cargo pods full of stuff that I'm hopefully going to be able to sell at that station, so I can get myself a better ship. So yeah, we are just going to be heading towards the station, hopefully coming across something that maybe we can use, like right there. Yeah, there's a distress signal there, but I'm gonna kind of stay away from any factions at this point in time, because even though they got a distress signal, it's still their property, and if I go over there to do anything with it, I will lose reputation with them, and I don't want to do that. Space pirates, yeah, they can go screw themselves, but everyone else, I do want to stay on their good side, because I'd like to be able to trade with them. So yes, we are on our way. Fortunately, it's an orbital station. We are going to be close to Earth-like. Oh, we got another one over there. Oh, there's an unknown. Okay, so we're going to be changing course here. Hopefully we can pick up that signal again. Now, I don't have a lot of thrust, so this is going to take a while for maneuvering. I mean, we are 84 tons on a couple of ion thrusters for thrust. So, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a turn. But let's wait for that signal to pop up again, and let's go see what we can find. All right, there it is. I've spotted it. It is in this direction, about 15 kilometers away. So let's hit the old thrusters here and see what I can find. Now, this may be a complete and utter waste of time and energy. I don't have to worry about fuel. You can see I've got 9% of one little hydrogen tank filling up, but that's more than enough. I think I need. With the survival kit, it'll store a little bit of hydrogen for my jetpack. So I've actually turned off the tank. All the ice that I have is the whole 2,000 kilos of it. Those are going to be for keeping me alive in oxygen. I don't use a lot of hydrogen in space. I think that might be it right there. It kind of looks a little different than the usual rocks. Oh, I am going slow. Faster. Yeah, see, my velocity vector still hasn't even caught up with me yet. Yeah, no, that is not it. It is somewhere over there. All right, we're accelerating again. I think we're finally getting on course. All right, we're up to about 50 meters per second now. One thing I do have to keep an eye on is my food. So yeah, I don't have a lot of great food. These will keep me going for a little while, but they're only 8%. That's 30%. I don't think I have any other meals. I've got some seeds, so I can set up a farm plot somewhere. All right, we're 10K out. All right, it is some kind of... Oh, it is a freighter wreck. Oh, well, let's just see how much of this ship is left over. I'm gonna pop out here and let's just head over. Huh. Not a very big ship. It does have a little bay back here, though. Oh, only one working door, but it is working. Okay. Ooh, yes, please. What's in here? Oh, for criminy sake. Really? Another one? Okay, I now have a refinery and assembler once I get enough of the rest of the parts. Even got some Prototech scrap, got some gold I can sell. What do we got here? Value. Was this worth killing them over? Maybe. Looks like sometimes that's all you have to go on. Watch for a hole in floor. I love the exposed bathroom. Very nice, guys. What do we got up here? Can I fit through, please? Thank you. All right, what do we got? Oh, not much living space up here. There is a cockpit. Huh. Well, you know what? I'm going to claim this thing. I'm going to transfer it to me. Make sure it is a ship. Yes, it is a ship. Good. And, I own a ship now. Now, the question is, can I do anything about it? What do we got here? We got just some armor. I doubt it has any fuel left. Is there a fuel tank in here? What are you? You are a hydrogen engine. Yes. Tanks. Not what I know. What there is a hydrogen tank. There's no protection, but I got my reframes. Look at you. Is this thing actually a spaceship? Because I'm not seeing a lot of extra thrust on it, besides just those back ones. Where'd my pod go? There's my pod. You know what? I'm gonna just mark this GPS. Oh, I should probably finish seeing what else is on board first. Is there anything else? What's in here? Nothing in there. What's in the locker here? Ooh, yes, please. Oh. Where does that go? Monies. All right, so that's one of the new things with the economy. Sometimes when you come across some of these NPCs, especially the unknown signals and the space pirates, you'll find something inside a cargo container or something that will give you a contract. So if we look here, you can see I've now got a recovery contract because I picked that up. So it's an automatic reward. So someone's offering me a reward to bring it to the station I'm already going to, and they will give me 66,000 space credits. I only have a couple of hours to get there though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just mark the GPS here, because now I have a clicking yes, I have a clicking clock. I have a ticking clock. Yes, please. I'll take the S20. I love the S20. It's basically a little hand Uzi. And get the heck to the station. So let's go mark ourselves a GPS. All right, let's get the hell out of here. That's not going anywhere now. It is my ship. I have claimed its PCUs for my own purposes. So now I can just continue on to the station. There's an unknown signal there I could go grab. Where's the station? The station is in the direct opposite direction. Okay, I'm going to ignore the unknown signal, and instead I'm going to continue my burn to that station, collect my monies, and start earning some more cash, because like I say, I do want to get a ship, and there's a few ships in there that really might help. I may have to start with something smaller, but there are some definitely nice ships in there that I want to see if I can get to. All right, let's get up some speed and get out of here. And I just want to reiterate and be absolutely clear. What do we got there? No, I'm not going to do anything about that. I didn't put any of that stuff into place. The only thing that I actually brought in was the original little pod. And honestly, I'd never seen the pod before because that was actually built for me by someone else. So yeah, those two frames that I got, those were completely random. I did not change anything. The placement of the station, completely random. This is all economy. Everything that I found legitimately, except for the few food packs that were in there. So yeah, it's not going bad. All right, gonna turn the brakes off and now just coast in. Got our burned off a little bit of speed, but yeah, you can see that I'm 10K closer and I haven't even lost half of my velocity. So I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that, you know, stations have... Nope, gonna ignore it. Have the safe zones, which means no damage, which means I can use the bounce method of braking. You can actually see the station now, sort of. A lot of refracting going on with these safety zones, but where is a station? And we are getting there. Who is the FCAL? FCAL, what do you guys do? First Class Alliance, you want it, we got it. Top supplier of components, tools, and gases. So probably not a lot of ships here, but we'll see what we can find. All right, we're coming in. Let's get ready for full bounce. I'm going to turn the brakes on just to make sure when I bounce, I actually come to a stop. I don't know what orientation is, but here we are, safety zone, and boink. And we're out of the safety zone. Okay, maybe that was a little too fast. Oh, yeah, that was a lot of bounce. All right, come on. Let's bring her to a stop. These engines suck. Okay, finally moving forward again. Let's come in at a little bit more of a relaxed pace than our breathnik speed previously. Docking ports. I think that might be the bottom. My connector is in fact on the bottom, so that's where I want to keep it. I just need to find a place to set her down. It's gotta be over here. There we go. There's our connector. Of course, they're using one of the lovely new landing pad blocks platform that comes with the connector in the center and has side connections. It is a very nice block for just these kind of things. All right, let's bring her in. We are here. We managed to make it. And let's dock our ship up. Dock our ship up. Come on. There we go. And lock. We are here! We are here! We are here! Yay! What do we got around here? Okay, so I'm gonna grab that. That's Tanglewood. Yep, we already have Tanglewood. Where's Tanglewood? Let's bring that up. So that's another nice new thing. So Tanglewood, S-P-E-X. Tanglewood, Tanglewood. If I was at Tanglewood, I would be down there. Is that on the planet? I think that might be on the planet. Yep, that is definitely down on the planet. Okay, good to know. Anything in the service terminal that I care about? We can look at the repair services. That's, yeah, there's some damage on there, but you know what? Never mind. Let's go inside. Wait for the airlock to cycle. And say hello to nobody. Oh, there's no one here. Well, that's disappointing. There's no one here. All right. Take a free refill, but I'm good. First things first, let's deposit this contract. So accepted contracts, we are going to finish it. Thanks for doing the job. Here is your reward. I get reputation and 66,000. I'm gonna have a quick look here. What do we got? We got some search contract. No, one search contract. It's about 3 kilometers away. We've got about 8 minutes. What do we got for acquisition? So reactor components, gravity components, superconductors, silicon wafer, parachute. I do not have that many parachute. Ooh, steel plate. 5 million. That's actually almost enough for a ship. What do we got over here? Do they even have any ships? Yeah, they got a heavy freighter. So the heavy module freighter is a utilitarian vessel designed for towing standardized cargo modules equipped with dual jump drives and strong forward acceleration, which means it's got crap brakes. It serves as dependable workhorse. I wasn't finished. Workhorse for modular logistics between economic space stations. But it is 77. We have this guy here. The Lunar Arcus compact colonial shuttle equipped with an advanced medical facilities, making it well suited for medical response and research missions across developing settlements. Lots of food here, which I'm just going to go straight up and purchase. I've got a few bucks to my name. Let's grab the ramen. Let's grab the fruit pastries. All right, what else we got here? 4 million. You know what? I should be sorting these things by price. Let's do that. Okay, so we got the ion fade. No, we don't need that. We got for 4 million. Start Skiff is a modern survival vessel designed for aspiring explorers, pioneers, and expeditions. It includes basic manufacturing capabilities, but suffers from limited fuel reserves. And that is only 4.4 million. Everything else is up from there. Medium comfortable supply ship built for long-range trade with ample cargo and reliable systems. It keeps crews and goods moving across even the most distant routes. So not great choices, but you know, it will reset itself. All right, what are you guys buying? Let's have a look here at some of our cargo. So in this cargo container, we have, let's again do a search. Yeah, let's go with search by name. They're not looking for any motors. Oh, they are looking for Prototech scrap, which I do have some. Where did I put my Prototech scrap? It should be in the cockpit. Nope. If I were there, so I got 7.54, 140,000. I have no use for it. Let's sell it. Radiocom units. Not a great price. They are, I don't have thruster components. I do not have any uranium. Do I have any reactor components? Yeah, I do have 15 of them. It's a pretty good price. That's another 85,000, so we're up to 286. Gold, I do have gold somewhere. 245 of them. Well, it leaves me with a few. They're only looking for 216. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 3.456 million. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. All right, what else can we sell? This is, I feel like I'm on a roll here. Gravity components. We got, oh, nice price on those. I do have some. Gravity components. I have 2 there. Let's sell 2 of those for a cool $500,000. What about in any of my other containers? Do I have any more gravity components? No, that was it for the gravity components. What about cobalt ingots? I know I got some raw ore. Oh, I do have some cobalt. Where did it go? They're looking for that. Let's just sell them the 100 we have. It's 80,000, but 4.3 million. Large steel tubes they're looking for. No, they're not. I'm looking to sell some. I got another one of these here. Yeah, that's really, you know what? It's not a great price, is it? But they take up a lot of space. So I am trying to get rid of some stuff here. I did grab some solar cells. Yep, 67 of those. So they're only looking for 46, but we can get that. Now, steel plate. How much steel plate did I have? I got 1,000 there. 388 there. Don't quite have enough for that other contract. All right. So we are up to 4.36 million. What do we got in here? Not for contracts. Let's go have a look at the ships again. Price per unit. I almost have enough. You know what? I'm gonna go do a couple of I'm gonna do a search contract here. Let's see if we still have. Okay, I'm gonna wait this out. Let's wait out the search contract. I'm just gonna have a seat somewhere, not in the toilet. Here we go. I'm just gonna pull up a chair. I'm gonna explore. What else is in this station? Oh, nice little observatory. Getting lost here. All right, let's come out of the Willis duct. What else we got in here? A place that I cannot go. Got an ATM. That's nice. Can't get through there. Anything in here? Nah. What's behind here? Any food in there I can, Nah. Alright, let's pull up a chair, charge up our suit, and wait for it to change over. Alright, it's been a couple of minutes here. Let's go have a look and see what's going on in the Commerce Department. So yeah, we're on a new set. Watch me not have availability on the contracts anymore in that ship. First things first. Oh, see, I lost my chance. Shoot. No, that sucks. Ah. Should have just taken that contract. It would have given me enough. What do we got now? Probably worse. Search contracts. Oh, actually, we got some decent contracts here. Okay, so that's 34 minutes. That's 33 minutes, 36 minutes, 35 minutes, 32 minutes. Who is worth the most? You're worth 159. Let's take this contract here. Yep. And hopefully I have enough for a mag plate on my ship. And hopefully I've got some more power. All right, let's get in here and disconnect. There we go. And where is my search point? Search area. It is 10 kilometers that way. Okay. So that's one thing about doing these search contracts in space is that, well, quite frankly, you don't have to look behind mountains and rocks and trees. We just have to get within 3K of the object, and it should start showing up on the targeting of this particular cockpit. So let's get some speed going here, and let's see if we can find that. I'm hoping I'm just going to wait out now until that ship comes back, and then we'll hopefully, yeah, I want to be able to get that ship. I want something that's a little bit more, you know, than this. I could have sold this too. No, I want to transfer my cargo. Oh, so many things to do. But first thing is find whatever is out here. Okay, while I'm flying here, let's do a little bit of mod here. So I'm going to throw... Can I get some steel plate? Not from there, I can't. Let's grab some steel plates. And I'm going to... Actually, let's do it right here. Oh, I haven't set up my new tools yet. All right, character tools. Yay, you. Yay, you. All right, let's get this guy out of here. Let's, you know, try to keep the colors the same. Let's put that there, that there. Like that. I'm gonna... It's one steel plate, so I might as well weld them up, give them a little bit more structure. Now, next thing I need to find is I need a landing gear or mag plate or something. So let's go find our landing gears. And we'll drag those to like right there for now. And let's see, we got that, we got that. I think we're just gonna go with the thing that I don't know if I can build. Can I build one of these? Yes, I can. Perfect. And let's, again, I like to always, all my toolbars, I like to make sure that I have those on there. Yeah, I lose a little bit of, you know, tool spots, but that way, no matter what toolbar I'm on, I can just hit one or two, get my torch, or get my grinder. I am going really freaking slow here, aren't I? I am on a clock here. I've only got 33 minutes to get it back. It's not just a matter of finding it, I gotta return it. Oh, all right, here we go. We are closing in, and I have already got my target, so hit the brakes. Let's get the rear engines facing. I'm gonna lock it so I don't lose it. That should be the thing I'm looking for. All right, that should get me there. Let's keep closing in. I don't want to get too slow that I stop moving. But this is our target. So all I have to do, so with these guys with the search contract, so a little bit of history again, because I can't help myself. Hey, look, there's ADHD Space Engineers. Look at those two rocks. They're exactly the same. Anyway, what it used to be with search contracts, all you had to do was just get within a certain distance of it. It would go poof, you get your money, everyone's happy. Nope, now we actually have to return them. It's not quite the same easy money as it was in the last playthrough. So if you recall, this is pretty much what I did last time to get some extra cash going. No, now you have to find it and actually take it back to the station. Of course, all you have to do is fly within the safety zone of the station, and it should just go boop out of existence, and you get paid. But we do have to return it, which means we the clock continues to run. We're down to 30 minutes. I mean, it shouldn't have any problem getting it back in time, but we do have a clock. I got an unknown signal right there. You can see it flashing. Well, I have time. Let's get this thing locked up. I should probably set up my mag plate on my toolbar here. So large magnetic plate, we're gonna set you to switch lock, and no, we're gonna set you to switch lock, and I'm gonna set you to auto lock on off. There we go. Let's make sure we don't smash into whatever the hell this thing is. So I'm just gonna point off to the side as we slowly close in. All right, we're closing in on it. Let me bring myself up a little bit. And I shouldn't be running into anything. We're going nice and slow here. Gently. I think this thing's damn well bigger than I am. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with it. Let me just read the contract here again. We sent a delivery an ally, but it failed to deliver. We believe our courier dropped it en route. Yeah, nope. Nothing in here for me. So if you're looking for salvage contracts, that just means there's a specific package on board. The rest of the ship is yours, but right now I do not need any more salvage. What I need now is cash so I can get a actual ship. All right, autolock is turned on. Let's try to grab it right at the cargo container right here. And there we go. We are locked up and we can break the lock. Let's point ourselves back to the station. And you can see delivery location. It has been updated and our search location is no longer here. So let's turn our dampeners on. Let's turn our brakes off. Let's point ourselves moving in that direction. And then I'm gonna jump out and grab that unknown signal. Yeah, only added 2 tons to our weight. All right, don't get too far. What have we got here? Do we have some goodies for me? Inventory is empty, so I could actually grind some of the stuff down, but first off, anything? Oh, I got something! I haven't gotten something for so long! Policeman's grinder. I am not gonna make the joke that just came into my mind. All right, Klein Crunchies and some magnesium powder. Cool. Let's grind up what we can. Because these are our resources. As small and sad as they are. Oh, let's add that to the parachute collection. All right, and my ship is right over there. Rolling its way back to the trade station. Hey, Quaz. And let's bring up... Oh, why did you come to a stop? We're almost there. Time on the clock. 23 minutes. I don't think we're going to have any problems with completing this contract. Hey, yes, I am wearing my customary pajamas. Why be just a color when you can be a bunch of colors? All right, just going to start applying some brakes here. Just to control our approach. Don't have to worry about, in case you're looking at those thrusters blasting that mag plate. The mag plate is in fact out of damage range, so it is perfectly fine. If you look at my thruster damage in the Testing Grounds playlist, you'll see the experimentations I did to make said claim. All right, so I'm just going to feather the brakes here. Let's turn it back off again. And let's wait to see what happens when we drop off this pod. I'm also hoping that in the interim that ship has come back into the cycle as for its availability. It's a bit of an RNG. I think it's what it's ever 10 minutes, 9 minutes, whatever it happens to be. It just randomly scrambles again what it's going to get. I mean, it's going to have a certain amount of this. It's going to have a certain amount of this category, a certain amount of this category. But they do randomly kind of populate the list of what's for sale and what's not for sale. All right, here we come. We're coming into the station. Again, I'm going to hit the brakes just so we come to a stop once we're in there. And let's see what happens when we complete the contract. And boop, there it goes. Reputation has increased, and we are a little bit more popular around these parts and a little bit richer. All right, let's bring this guy to a halt here. Eventually. I don't think I'm going to bother docking up this time, but at least get myself near the door. All right, you can come to a stop on your own. Let me get in here. Let's put the grinder away. And let's go see what we got available in the old commerce department. All right, what do we got for ships? Price per unit, thank you. All right, nope, still just these guys here, but we're about to recycle. So we'll let that count down. Okay, so it is 10 minutes. Let's refresh. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The Volvar Crawler is a compact yet capable cargo vessel. Hydrogen propulsion is fast, powerful, and cost-effective. And when speed won't do, its Gatling turret and forward guns provide both defensive and offensive firepower. Well, I can certainly afford that. Huh. That's way too small. That looks like, yeah, I think they're both small grid. None of these are really great either. What are you guys looking for? Anything that I care about? No. All right, let's see what we got in the contracts. Turn my headlights off. So courier contracts are definitely out. I don't have enough reputation for these ones. Hauling contracts I definitely cannot do. Salvage contract. Yeah, that's down on the planet. Well, it looks like I'm going to be doing another search contract. But I ain't doing it in that ship. That ship sucks. Hey, how you doing? Let's see if my wave is working here. Character emotes. Hi. Am I waving? No, of course I'm not. Sorry. All right. I think what I almost want to do here. I'm gonna give it one more time. Let it cycle through. All right, how we doing here? Still got a minute and a half. God dang it. Yeah. They're gathering. All right, how we doing on the reputation, by the way? So the G, where am I? At the F cal, I've got a whole plus 96. Woo! Okay. Apparently everyone's going for a bathroom break at the same time. Wow, these guys really do, you know, play the whole faction game. Okay, let me... Is there a couch or something I can sit on? Hey, you're right. This is a better view. Okay, how about now? Not yet. 30 seconds. Really want to see that hauler come back. I think that was probably my best bet. And I should have bought it when I had the chance. Get some free gas anyway. All right, how we doing? There we go. Refresh. Refresh. No, it just got worse. Well, better price than the Bulwark, though. No, wait a minute. Hang on. There we go. That's better. Nah. I might be stuck with this Bulwark. Mind you, it's a better price on that now. Well, it's about the only thing I can afford right now. I might have to do some expansion on it, but you know what? Let's buy it. If that hauler comes back, I'll try to quickly sell everything. And we'll just kind of keep checking. But let's go look at our new ship. Where are you? There you are. Well, you're definitely a little bit more impressive, that's for sure. Nice big cargo, or hydrogen tank. You don't have much in the way of cargo, though. But you know what? I can do something about that. Huh. All right. Yeah. Okay, so let's move this thing out of here. What do we got here? Gatling turret on. Parachute hatch. Deploy. Where's my other ship? There it is. Let's park this thing just outside here. Let's go grab our little guy. Let's move you over to here. And this is why I'm replacing you. You are just not suitable anymore. Half a kilometer just to slow down. All right, I'm gonna dock these guys up. So I'm outside the safety zone, which means I can actually grind and weld the ships. As we're gonna try to back this guy up. I'm gonna have to move the survival kit, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the other one here does not have a survival kit. All right, come on, back it up, buddy. This thing's got this weird gets stuck thing going on. All right, let's get you all docked up. And if that other little hauler comes on board, I will most certainly grab it. There we go. All right, let's lock you into place. Let's move all of the stuff as much as we can. So we're going to empty this guy. As much as we can into that one, and then we'll load this one up. Right, empty. Okay.
Meteor storm inbound.
There's still a bunch of stuff in there, but I don't have room for it. But that should give me enough now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to expand the back of this guy out a little bit. And again, I need to set up my toolbar here. So I'm going to start off by just popping these guys out of here. Popping you from there. You from here. and this is now just floating here. A little overzealous. All right, so onto here, I'm going to put a couple of more modulars, which should just pop in right like so, right? Yes, maybe so. No, too much decoration on here. Again, need to set up my new toolbars here. All right, who's in the way of who? You guys are probably all causing me nothing but grief here. No, well, running parts of their actual ship, dumbass. Now these might be on the outside, but I don't care. All right. Can I now stick you on the end? So we can put that one there. Who is getting in the way? All of these guys are in fact in the way. And like that. Okay, good ahead stuff. Fill these guys up. And so, then we can go and grab our hydrogen thruster. So thruster hydrogen of variety. And we want, of course, the really sexy sci-fi large. Just like that. Again, toolbar. All right, so there's our forward thrust again. I did sacrifice some directional thrust, and I think I'm going to want a little bit more anyway, so we're going to put one there. We're going to go one here. Let's go one here. Let's turn my light on so I can see what I'm actually doing. We can go there. I should have enough material for all of these guys. Okay, so that's my oxygen tank there. I do need to move my survival kit. Which is right there. I only need a small connection. It's full of hydrogen. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna get rid of that. I put that there. All right, so I'm just kind of playing around with some ideas here. Let's have a look at what the survival kit connections are and how I can orient. So that's your basic one here. And that's the fancy one here. So if I basically align you like that, Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Let's get this stuff welded up here. Then we put in a T, one of these. How many do I want to come up? I want to, radiation, radiation. Get me into a cockpit, cockpit, cockpit. Ow. Okay, let me just roll a little bit here. All right, as long as I don't work in the sun, I should be okay. There's the sun. Okay, I'm not going to be okay. I can't bring myself into the safe zone, otherwise I won't be able to do any welding or grinding. Okay, that should give me protection. Yes. Protect me, ships. All right. I was going to move the tank. So I'm just going to cane these guys out of here. Sample, and let's put you here, you there, like that. Yeah, that's fine for now. Okay, now we can go back to this before I was so rudely interrupted. Let me put one of those in. Put one of those in. Then we can grab our medical kit, our survival kit. That can go right there. And yes, I did have the pieces still in the cargo. I had 3 of those left over. All right. I'm going to go recover those 3. Oops. I didn't want that to happen. All right. But that is okay. Let's deposit that. Let's finish moving the rest of the stuff over. Do I not have an O2 generator on this ship now? Oh, I do not. That's problematic. Is it? I could buy oxygen, I could buy hydrogen. I've got tanks on this thing. You know what? I don't think I am gonna put one on here just yet, because as long as I'm operating from the station, I can purchase gases. I mean, I could put one back here, but I don't feel like that's the right choice. All right, so we've got our first ship. I've already massively changed the characteristics of it. I'm just going to armor some of this stuff in so it is somewhat protected. Like that. We can do a quick refill. Yep, everything's piped. Get the stuff out of the cockpit here. Yep, my personal inventory is empty, so I can make sure I can grab everything here. Okay, I have got this ship emptied now, so let's disconnect it. Yeah, you can see we're down to a much more reasonable weight, and hey, look, it actually flies now. But here's the thing, I don't care if it flies now because you have served me your purpose in life. Let's go find our services terminal. We are going to go to salvage, Quasimodo, 108,000. You know what? Let's just get him out of here. And we are done. No more Quasimodo. We now have our new ship here. What are we going to call you? What are we going to call you? I have no idea. I'm going to think about what to call this guy, but yeah, we've got a new ship. Oh, look at that acceleration. And importantly, deceleration. So yeah, we're good to go. We can start taking some more missions. I'm going to pop my nose in here just to rub my face in the fact that probably that ship is now back. Too late. I'm going to just have to earn the money again. But I think this one will actually get me around. So let's just see if we can rub some salt in the wound quickly before we wrap up. And no, we don't have our nose rubbed in it. So awesome. But there we go. That'll do it for today. We have upgraded our ship. We actually have a proper thing I would call a ship now, as opposed to the monstrosity that was the Quasimodo. We still got some cargo space. We have a power, acceleration, all of that fun stuff. We even have defenses now. We can actually hopefully live. So if we come across something that has some, let's just say, uncharitable actions towards us, we can actually defend ourselves, and we are moving up. So this is the first stage. Next stage, again, I'm going to try and hold out for that bulwark. I might see how this thing would do for setting it down on planet. Maybe do a little bit of upward thrust. I got really a lot of room here for some Atmos. In fact, yeah, I could put quite a bit of Atmo on here. I don't really care about forward side thrust. What I do care for Atmo is just lift thrust, because that's where the majority of the fuel get burned. I don't really have a lot of thrusters under here. So I might see about making this thing to go down. We do have another GPS on the planet. I might like to go visit that, see what kind of goodies they have down there, see what kind of contracts I might be able to pick up, see if I can pick, again, I'm not ready for courier contracts, but we are moving forward. Guys, thanks for watching as always. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, maybe consider the subscription. If you would like to become a channel member like Lee Barron, you can hit the link in the description or hit the join button below. As always, if you have a comment, there's a section for that. But until next time, everyone, thanks for watching. Be safe out there, be good out there. More importantly, have yourself a great day. Till next time, bye-bye.